Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. It's Thursday, December 18th. Former Squad Live morning stream. We're going to get our Throwback Thursday short out and posted here momentarily. Eric Dickerson, we made it last night. Thanks for the suggestions, guys. We'll watch it maybe a couple times. See if anybody wants to make any tweaks before we post it live this morning. After that, see where we go from there. Maybe do a selection show. Maybe get our brackets all up and ready to go so we can run a 128. Good morning, Dan. How are you doing today, man? Maybe thinking, Dan, I would love your suggestions on this video that we threw together last night. Also, then maybe we do a selection Thursday show. Get rid of 62 names. Cut our 190 names down to 62. Get the brackets all set up for tonight's bracketology edition. So we'll play that here shortly. Let me get it all set up. Thanks for being here, man, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. They're saying the Phillies might sign this Japanese pitcher. I think it'd be cool. This Ite, apparently he doesn't want to go to the Dodgers, which is cool. Might be is Keller any good? Dan, his numbers last year looked amazing. I think he's all right. I think it's a low risk signing. It's a good signing. It's super low risk. Is it high reward? It could be, but it's super low risk. I mean, I was looking at his numbers last year. I read an article about their signing of him. Seemed like a pretty good signing in my opinion. He killed it last year. And the Phillies basically just don't want to have any problems with the bullpen. You know, it's like if there are problems on the Phillies' problem is the same problem as it's been the last 3 or 4 years. It's like they're going to go as far as Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner take them in the playoffs. They're a good regular season team. If those guys produce through 4 rounds of the playoffs, they're going to... It seems like Ranger isn't coming back, Dan, and that's kind of one of the... that's what I thought about when there's... Who knows if they actually do end up signing this Japanese pitcher? He'll be more expensive than Ranger, so I would think they probably wouldn't do it unless they think they're getting a... Their stories coming out that the Phillies really want to get into the Japanese market. We've talked about that in the past, how they've never had like any real Japanese, Asian players, or even Latin American players for that matter. They really are not. They've been a great regular season team, but like for some reason their bats are disappearing in the playoffs. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. Frank, my father Frank's been saying that for for a while. I agree. I agree. They don't have enough international talent. I was thinking, like, who are the best? Is Shohei Ohtani the best international star ever? What's good, B-Wall? How are you doing today, man? Help me get this video posted, guys. Do we want to start with Marcus Allen, or should we start with a different scene? I'm sorry. Get our scripted part out of the way, guys. Thanks for being here. We're talking Phillies off season. I mean, they re-signed Kyle Schwarber. I don't know what the Mets are like. I am bullish on the Phillies' chances to win the division. Seems like something's been up with Atlanta. Like they're super talented, and they could come out of nowhere and get back to the playoffs. But they haven't even been in the playoffs in a couple. They've had some. Is that right below me? The divorcee working out? Maybe I should... This will turn into a workout channel. Although it's not the same, like you said. My audience would switch. Although, guys, my audience, our live audience, right below you. This is a. I don't know. How would you describe the comparison? Same. Say I identify. Maybe she's the one I should be going after. I identify with that. She's the struggling. What are the vibes like on her channel compared to this one? She's Pilates on the bed. All right, well, we got to get this video posted. Talking Phillies off season. The Phillies they had really no choice but to bring back Kyle Schwarber. It's funny. It's like, they're not going to break up the team overnight that just one night. Like, they're not going to break up a team that I haven't checked the odds, but I bet they're the favorites to win the division next year. The Mets let Pete Alonso go for whatever reason. I guess because, I don't know, whatever they're trying to do. So the Mets haven't gotten better yet this offseason. I mean, they might sign somebody. The Braves, I haven't seen the Braves make any. I mean, the Braves could be good. We got to get this it's a Throwback Thursday video, Brian.
Here, Dickerson was really a freak of nature.
Do we need to add anything else to this? I think it's pretty funny.
He was almost like a gazelle. He glided. Beautiful to watch.
Oh, Dan, I know that story came out this season. That's craziness. Really was just using the Mets to get... You like the music, Dan? And it fits kind of the... Gross? What's gross, B-Wall? Because it's Baby making music? Jeez, good call, Dan. I was really it's you're right on now that I think about it, because it's like they signed all these big names and they've spent a ton of money, but then they keep just selling them off. I guess they still have Lindor, but they signed Verlander, sold him off, signed Scherzer, sold him off. Didn't re-sign Pete Alonso, who's the Mets' all-time home run leader. Like, I'm not a Mets fan, but, if the Mets' all-time home run leader, and he's not even, he's not an ancient player, there must be something else up there. I don't know what's up with that. We might have to do some digging into why they why they didn't re-sign Pete Alonso. He's a mega billionaire, like you say, and they let their all-time home run leader walk. I mean... Maybe I have a higher opinion of Pete Alonso than others. He was on my fantasy team last year. He had a great year last year. But I don't understand what the Mets are doing. I think Dan, I think you kind of might be right. Maybe it was all a play to get this casino. And now the Mets they're just going to limp along. Sorry to the Mets fans. I didn't see that coming. I thought I was totally wrong. I was thinking they were going to be perennial big spenders, trying to compete no matter what. That's another question we could ask. It's like, is it championship or bust every season? Should that be your goal? Championship or bust, no matter what? Or are there other... Can a season be a success without that? Without a championship or bust mentality? So you're saying championship or bust? Yeah, Dan, they were right. And they were right. It took the Flyers, I mean, how long has it been since Ed Snyder passed? A while, right? They get away with it, Dan. It's like the goal should be championship or bust, right? That's what you say. And I mean, I kind of agree with you. I agree with you. That's why you're in the competition. Championship or bust. But like, it's certainly not the case. You would even say for probably the majority of teams every single year, you know? It's like the goal isn't really championship or bust. Now, there are like little goals on the way to getting there. You know, there are definitely goals you got to achieve on your way to the championship. And you're not, not everybody's going to win. But definitely that end goal for many, that end goal isn't necessarily the championship for many teams. Might be a problem. Might be a problem in sports. We're talking about. I think you're right, Dan. I would say with the Eagles, like the Phillies, the fans do like that's what I'm saying. Like the Phillies having to bring back Kyle Schwarber, that's kind of fan pressure. It's like if they don't bring back Kyle Schwarber, then like they'd have to do something like major, and the fans would be like super upset. Good for the Flyers fans driving Fletcher out. D-Wall, where'd you go? You were gone? I didn't even... Where were you? Where'd you go? We're talking championship or bust. Might do a selection show here momentarily. You were on the Divorcee channel, weren't you? You're so right, Dan. The fans and media drive players out because they don't. One, it's because they shouldn't be caring about these opinions though. It's like you want them to care about the fans, but not care about their opinions. You know, people are gonna say a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, we say a whole bunch of stuff, but on everyone's grind, like that, it's not. It shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't affect you on your grind to be running away from the harsher media markets. In fact, it sharpens you. As we said it before, iron sharpens iron. Dan, I think you said that. So, and that's why it's like those great players. Oh, 100%, Dan. It's not even. But it's like, do you think he's almost doing that because he's in Philly? Do you think that's why he's doing it? Because he knows, like, oh, if I go on a stream and say this, or if I tweet, they using me but not using me. Like, he knows that, like, all the fans are going to be, it's going to get blasted to almost all the fans, you know? So, I do agree. So you think he's just maybe your prototypical like wide receiver, wants the ball, wants the accolades. Dan, it's interesting. You said that the Eagles Raiders game was fool's gold, but in the Philly media, I've been almost hearing people saying the opposite. I've been hearing people say like, "Oh, they dominated the Raiders," you know. AJ Brown, I think, only had 2 catches. It's like they didn't even have to. The AJ Brown only had 2 catches in that game. I don't think we heard anything this week. Yeah. Do we all got a little bit of that in us? Maybe. I like AJ Brown. I don't like I do like AJ Brown. I think he's a good guy. He's been a great Eagle so far. Yeah, there's been some it's been over the years too. It's not just this year. It happened last year. Remember when they came together, it was like, oh, these guys are best friends, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. But I agree. Not so much. I guess is Howie a little more of a character guy than Andy? Ironically, I don't know if that's ironic or not, but maybe it's true. Howie a little bit more of a character guy than Andy. All right, guys, we're just gonna send this. Hopefully, it's people like it. The music's great. Music's great. Best Rams running back ever. Maybe gotta fade this audio in a little bit.
He was almost like a gazelle. He glided. Beautiful to watch.
It's definitely a Throwback Thursday short. That's for dang sure. You want to ooze dopamine, B-Wall? Well, this one is not so much of an oozing dopamine as much as hopefully it makes people laugh. You know, like our Le'Veon Bell short. Le'Veon Bell, Stephen A., Le'Veon Bell, LeGarrette Blount. Dude, what? Our Stephen A., Le'Veon Bell, LeGarrette Blount short, that was not necessarily oozing of dopamine. But it was funny as hell. And this one's pretty funny too, I think. You know?
Eric Dickerson was really a freak of nature.
Like, it's just different. It's different. Like, that's what we like doing here sometimes. Are we going to get a hit every single time? Probably not. I mean, no, definitely not. But that's already the case. We know that. That's the arena. But if we're going to make people are going to like this one. Nobody's going to dislike it. Our like percentage is like 98%. So we're just going to pretty much post this. I think people are going to like it. Got Marcus Allen saying Eric Dickerson was really a freak of nature. Eric Dickerson, super freak. Aren't we still gunning for a 50K vid? Well, one, we're not doing this for the views. The views are not necessarily... The shorts views are not a goal. If that makes sense. That's not our goal. That's not our championship. A 50K vid is not our goal. And the other thing is, B-Wall, it could be any of our vids. That's how, it could be any of them. That's why we got to take the swing. You know? Like right now, our video that we made 2 to 3 months ago about the most rigged game of all time, 2002 Sacramento Western Conference Finals. That's still going on TikTok. I bet it's over like 45K views on TikTok right now. And I posted it like a couple weeks ago on TikTok. I posted it months ago on YouTube. Still getting followers from it. But my point being, it could be any of them. So yes, we're still gunning for a 50K vid. And this one might be it. You got another opinion? Let me know in the chat. Still getting our scripted part out of the way, guys. Thanks for being here. Talked a little Phillies off season so far. Talking about, is the goal for a sports team? That's a good question, B-Wall. That's actually good full circle, because we were just talking about, is the goal for a sports team championship or bust every season? Should my goal be 50K vid or bust every video? I would say no for me, because that's not my championship, if that makes sense. I do believe my championship is being here every day, as crazy as that sounds. Being here every day, twice a day. That is my championship. And that like, seriously, I mean, that's my championship, guys. So thanks for being a part of this. I appreciate it. We are going to post this video on YouTube momentarily. I know how Dan feels about this, but I'm going to post the question in the poll in the chat. Should the goal be championship or bust? Yes or no? Every season, every year. We're going to do a selection show after we get this posted. We'll get a selection show to get this posted. After we get this posted, we'll do a selection show. We'll talk about, we're going to do, I guess, 432s. 432s to get us to a 128 nickname bracket. We'll run that tonight. We got Thursday night football tonight, guys. Seahawks are hosting the Rams. We asked that question yesterday, who we got. I think it was pretty close. Had 4-3 on the Rams. I could see that. Everybody knows my pick. I'm picking the Rams, but it is in Seattle. It is a divisional game. I haven't analyzed the other games those teams have this year for script-related purposes. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. We're going to get this posted on YouTube. Get Eric Dickerson throwback. Eric Dickerson, hashtag NFL, hashtag TBT. Eric Dickerson was a freak of nature. Might be the title. Freak, all capital letters. We gotta get our previews done too, guys. We'll be working on that today. Get you guys on YouTube. Help me write a title. Stuff like that. Eric Dickerson, super freak. It's almost uploaded. Well, Eric Dickerson was a freak of nature. Thanks for voting, guys. Okay, Eric Dickerson was a super freak. How about just super freak? I like that, Dan. Thanks for that suggestion. We'll do that. We'll run that. Eric Dickerson was, or just Eric Dickerson super freak. How about that? Like that? Just Eric Dickerson super freak. Hey, B-Wall, let's not use that to refer to people as their name. I would say that to Elena if she were saying that about you. I did OG suggest Super Freak. It's true. We got 2 votes. That's fine. We'll leave it. Oh, Elena's here. Let's go. What's good, Elena? How are you doing? Thanks for voting. It's pretty warm out there today, guys. No. I was not about to end people. the fuel checking. Rahul hasn't been here since the Wordle, that Wordle like marathon. We were doing the Wordle marathon. Rahul hasn't been here since Rahul hasn't been here since. Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago. Elena said 2 weeks ago. Eric Dickerson super freak. Yeah, we're posting it, Elena. Eric Dickerson super freak. We'll say Rams at Seahawks tonight. Throwback Thursday to Rams. Great Eric Dickerson. He still holds the single season rushing yards record. In parentheses, 2,105, I believe. Period. Please like and subscribe. Now, we can say Dickerson was a member of the famed Pony Express at SMU. Because in New York, Dan is mixed on the, Elena asked about the use of the minute to mean a long time. New York minute. But you're not okay with minute, Elena? Rams at Seahawks tonight. Throwback Thursday to Rams great Eric Dickerson. He still holds the single season rushing yards record. NFL rushing yards record. 2,105 in a 16-game season. Dickerson was a member of the famed Pony Express at SMU. Drafted second overall behind John Elway in the famed, I already used famed, in the loaded 1983 NFL draft class. An NFL Hall of Famer. And the best Rams running back of all time. How's that? That's a fire description, guys. You're not really a fan of It's Been a Minute? See, I'm okay with it. Dan's saying I don't like how we've started redefining words as long as we don't forget the other words. See, that's why I'm okay with saying it's a minute. It's been a minute, because it's like, one, like everybody knows. Everybody knows I'm on the Rams this year. Two, everybody knows I'm a fan of irony. You know, I think it's like the universe's sense of humor. You know, so anytime there's irony, I'm all right with it. Like, and that's why minute is ironic, as long as you remember what minute means. You know. And people will remember what minute means. But at the same time, you don't want to be like, there are levels to it, you know? You don't want to be ironic and sarcastic and joking all the time, you know? But that's where a lot of the humor comes from, you know? That's my opinion. That's where a lot of humor comes from. It's like playing with the meaning of things, you know? And it's like, it's literally your brain like being like, oh, that's not what I thought. Oh, that's different, or something like that. So, minute, it's been a minute. I mean, I say it. I do say it. And am I biased because I've said it? I don't know. I love this description we wrote. It can be humorous. But I agree with you, like, probably it's been a minute is probably at this point, like, things can then, trends can then, that's why we don't follow any trends, you know? Because trends, like, fade fast, you know? But what doesn't is being yourself. So it's like, if that's who you are, then sure. But, like, don't say it because everybody else is saying it. You know, like, I mean, not saying I never did that. I've never done that. I'm not influenced by what people are saying. You are. You know, but also about, you know, I'm just not really about following the trends, you know. Trends fade, but they do tend to recycle. It's true. It's true. And, like, they're really never all that different. That's true. NFL Living Legends series. For sure. Put them on the Sports Psycho series too. That's our best series ever. I'm going to tie it to the When Two Goats Collide. It's 21 seconds. Sorry, Voldy. A little longer than I thought. Eric Dickerson. Pony Express. Rams versus Seahawks. Maybe I'll throw a hashtag NFL, hashtag Throwback Thursday in there. Hashtag NFL. Excuse me. Hashtag NFL. Hashtag TBT. Why not? Hashtag When the Rules Don't Apply. The cargo short trend is never coming back, Dan. I don't think it's ever coming back. Do you like? But you should. You should be wearing Do you still wear cargo shorts? I was never a cargo shorts guy for the most part. I don't really love the cargo shorts. Looking, yeah, I knew that, Dan. You wouldn't say that. I'm with B-Wall on this one, Dan. Exactly, B-Wall. Oh yeah, exactly, Dan. You got rocks flying. Please like and subscribe. Oh, this one was completely made live on stream. Please like and subscribe. Eric Dickerson super freak. Hashtag NFL. Hashtag TBT. We'll watch it just to make sure it looks okay.
Eric Dickerson was really a freak of nature. He was almost like a gazelle. He glided. Beautiful to watch.
The thing is, B-Wall, I know you want to be dripping dopamine from every pore. This one actually, I think this one has sneaky dopamine. How about that? You want to make a bet on the over-under of views on this, B-Wall?